Hello everyone. I'm Ritika Mahesh Bakle, Executive Officer at ISA Visit, and I welcome you all to the next video of our Python playlist. So let's start with how to make our very first Python program. So what you'll do is, you'll search in your search bar, search for VS Code, which we have already installed in our last video, and open it. So once you open the VS Code, now to make a new file, we'll click here on the new file, and you can give any name of your choice. I'm giving it as basics with .py extension, and click enter. So now our Python file is ready. Now what to do is, go to the extensions over here. Now let's see what extensions are in VS Code. Now you all must be knowing the extensions in Chrome, right? Which increases the functionality of the Chrome browser. So here in the search box, we'll search for Python. Then you'll select this and you'll install this. Here I already have it in my PC, so I don't have to install it again. You have to just install this. So now we'll see how to print something in Python. So basically, print function prints the message to the screen or any other standard output device. So we'll see its examples. So how to print a string? So we have to write print, that is our print function, and in parentheses with single or double quotes, we have to write the required message. Then how to print a number? Now to print a number, we have to write print and in parentheses directly the number. We don't use quotes to print numbers. Now we will see how to print something in VS Code. And write print in parentheses with single or double quotes, welcome. Then I'll run this code. I got the output as welcome. Now we'll print a number. So I'll write print. In parentheses, I'll write any number. Let's say 14. And then I'll run this code again. See, now I got the output welcome as well as the number 14. So this is how you print something in Python.
So now we will see what are escape sequences. So an escape character is a backslash followed by the character you want to insert. So for single quote, we use backslash with a single quote. For double quote, we use backslash with double quotes. For backslash, we use double backslashes. For new line, we use backslash with N. For tab, we use backslash with T. And for backspace, we use backslash with P. Now we will see how to use these escape sequences. So I'll write print in double quotes, welcome. So now I want this welcome to be in single quotes. So I'll add backslash with single quote, backslash with single quote, and I'll run the code. So here we can see I got welcome in single quotes. Similarly, we can do this for double quotes. Now I'll write print ISA visit. I'll run this code. Now we have written two print statements to print these two messages, right? Now I want this message to be printed in one single statement but in two different lines. So we'll use the backslash n. So I'll remove this and I'll add \n with ISA visit. Now I'll run the code. So this is what I get in 2 different lines. So now we'll see how to print an emoji. So there is a website called unicode.org, which I'll give the link in the description box. So in this website we have Unicode for each and every emoji. So for example, now we'll take this laughing emoji. We'll copy its Unicode and paste it in VS Code. So now we'll write print and we'll paste the Unicode. Now instead of this plus, what we have to do is we have to replace this plus by triple zeros, and at the start you have to add a backslash. And now run this code and you can see the emoji is printed over here.
So let's see what are modules. So a module is a file containing code which can be imported and can be used in our programs. So in simple terms, we can consider a module to be same as that of a code library or a file that contains set of functions that you want to include in your application. So let's see types of modules. We have 2 types of modules in Python. First, built-in modules, and second, the external modules. Now what are built-in modules? So built-in modules are pre-installed modules that we already have with us. And external modules are those modules which needs to be installed using pip. So examples of built-in modules are OS, ABC, etc. And external modules are Flask, TensorFlow, CamelCase, etc. Now I said a line that what are external modules and how to install those. So external modules needs to be installed using pip. So now let's see what is pip. So pip is a package manager for Python. We can use pip to install a module. Example, pip install CamelCase. So that particular module gets installed. Now let's see how to use Python as a calculator. Now everyone open your Windows PowerShell and then type Python and press enter. So this opens REPL, that is read, evaluate, print loop. So let's see what is this REPL and how it exactly works. So now REPL is read, evaluate, print, loop. So it reads the value, that is which I have given 6 and 5. Then it evaluates it, that is 6 plus 5 gives 11, and then it prints the value 11. And then again it asks for the next value. Now you can give 3 into 8, it gives us value 24. So this is how Python also acts as a calculator. Now we will see what are comments in Python. So comments are used to write something which the programmer does not want to execute. So comments can be used to explain the Python code written. It also can be used to make the code more readable. and also to prevent execution when testing the code. Comments start with a pound symbol. Let's see what are types of comments. We have two types of comments, single line comments and multi-line comments. Now single line comments are always written using the pound symbol and multi-line comments are always written using triple single inverted commas. Now let's see how to write comments in Visual Code. So for single line comments we use pound symbol, print function, then again pound symbol, printing a string. Printing a numeric value. So this is single line commenting. Now we'll see what is multi-line commenting. So if I want to comment both of these together, that is, if I want to do multi-line commenting, I'll select this. I'll remove the pound sign. I'll put triple single inverted commas. And at the end of the comment, I'll put triple single inverted commas to close it. And now we'll run this program and we'll see whether this executes or not. See, we have got the output welcome and 14 only. So this single line comment as well as the multi-line comment did not execute.
So today we have seen few basic concepts of Python. So in the next video, we'll start with variables and data types. We have attached an assignment in the description. So try to solve it, and if any doubts, do let us know in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next tutorial of Python, and for more such interesting videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you.